Hey YouTube, I made this tutorial to show you how to make dubstep wobbles in not one but two plugins with FL Studio. And I made it because all the other videos on YouTube either don't explain it thoroughly or people don't get it. And basically it's not very hard at all. You just gotta mess with stuff after you got the wobble. It's not too hard at all. So as you can see, I started out with a new project right here, and I don't have much on here because my old computer took a shit and it is behind me on the ground. I am on a new computer right now that is not as good, and this is a new version of FL Studio I downloaded not too long ago. I am going to put in 3X OSC and Citrus. These are the two programs to create dubstep wobbles with like basic FL Studio. I'm going to start with 3X OSC, and how we start here is, as you can hear, it's just a normal bass line. So we got to change the wave pattern and the wave speeds is our goal for the wobble on 3X OSC. Same as Citrus, but anyways, just pick the second one. I think sounds best, and then I always turn the CRS all the way down. You get a little more bass, and it sounds a little better with the wobble. And if you want, you can mess with the pitch, but I'm not going to. Next, we go into the INS, and then you go into volume. And what we do is very easy. Just turn all these down, besides the hold, which is all the way up. Enable both TVs and the global, and all these go down. This goes all the way up. That goes, and this is your speed. This is the speed of wobble. And as you can hear, we already got some wobble started. Now that doesn't sound too filthy like other dubstep songs, so what I did, like, was easiest for me. I went in 3X OSC, and if you aren't really experienced with FL Studio, I don't know if you know a lot of this stuff, but what you do is go in here, and then you would assign free mixer track, and here's your big mixer, and then you would go into all these, which you can put plugins and presets into. First one you will need is Maximus, and that just gives it a little more filthier sound. You can turn the post up, a little stronger wobble if you want. Just mess with a bunch of stuff, and if it doesn't sound right, change it back. That's how I learned when I started, and that's how it's going to be. If you want to add a little extra more effects, you can go through all these plugins that FL Studio comes with. Some of them aren't free, just for a side note. But what I learned was best is Fast Distortion, either that or Blood Overdrive. And what those are plugins for, I'm guessing, guitars. I don't know. But if you do this and just mess with settings, you got filthy dubstep wobble you can use in your songs. And just in another video I'll show you how to do automation clips, so you can actually type, or whatever you're using, keyboard or piano, you can do notes on the keyboard to change the speed of the wobbles during the song, which is really useful and really good for recording dubstep after you get it. So that is the wobble tutorial for 3X OSC. There's not really much more I can explain with that. Just mess with stuff and figure it out yourself after that. And now we will go to Citrus. And as you see, it starts out with a normal Citrus sound. You got to go into presets and go to default. And then as soon as you're in default, first step is to turn the TN about, I wouldn't say all the way. See, it's really annoying. Just a little down, but once you have that, it's really annoying. This number right here, I'm guessing, is the pitch. You turn it down. I put it up to 4, and I thought that sounded great. And then you turn this a little down, because as you can see the difference, a lot stronger. Just turn it down just a little bit, depending on what your preference is or what kind of song you're making. After you got that down, you will turn this back to half on the number 1, and then you will go down to F1 down here, and this is where you edit the wobble. And you basically just take this dot, move it to the corner from here to there. Take this dot, just move it over a little bit to right there, the first line, then move this one right underneath and line it up with the middle. And mess with your speed and you got a wobble. Well, you got a wobble as soon as you turn this up, and if you want some effects, you can turn that up too, but I'll show you that in a little bit. And then, like the same thing I said before, Citrus is like a lot more, I guess, sound based, and you can mess with a lot more effects and pan. You can do lots of things with your wobble in this program if you learn it. But if you're too lazy like I am, you can just add to mixer track like I did before. If I can find it. There we go. And you can just mess with a bunch of plugins with that too to make it sound different, but I mean, as of now, you got a wobble. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not much more to explain, and it's not very hard to make a dubstep wobble, and I hope to see more people making dubstep on FL Studio, because it is very possible to make some pretty sick dubstep songs with this program. Just need the potential. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just hope you guys subscribe more. I'm gonna post more videos as we come. This is probably my first tutorial video I've ever done, or it is, and I hope it went okay. Hope you guys learned something, and more videos will be to come.